Season 2 and most feared revealed. We got the cards. We're also going to talk about the market, but that's more talking about stuff that wasn't talked about in the stream, so we still got a lot to discuss. Mike Edwards is your level 11 reward. Dalvin Cook is going to be your level 21 reward. May I say, pretty good card at 91 speed. That's tied for the fastest running back in the game for just a BND 88 overall. Bobby Wagner, middle linebacker, zone coverage at 80, hit power, speed, linebacker. Bobby Wagner, newly on the LA Rams. Next up, this is a big card, Josh Allen. Now, there are discounted abilities on these cards. It was just too much to talk about. I want to say Josh Allen is the first quarterback to get Gunslinger. That was a big thing to note. I think it's for 1 AP, so that's a pretty big card. But again, level 41 for that, and level 51 reward is going to be all Madden edition of Deion Sanders, 94 speed. A little bit low on the press, but I mean, 95 man, 95 zone coverage. He also does get all 32 team chems. Here are your other little bit rewards. They're basically the same thing as season 1. There's nothing too crazy. I mean, there's some different alternate uniforms and generic uniforms, but you're like 10,000 coins every few levels. Your game day packs, your pro game day packs, I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest, with the actual season rewards other than the players. The players are awesome. I think 10 out of 10 player choices, but man, a lot left to be desired within the actual other level rewards. Going on now to most feared. These are going to be, think of like morphing cards, like your build cards within the promo. These cards start at 86 overall, and you can build them up to 89. The first one being Devin White. Next up, Rasul Douglas had the golden ticket last year. Has a card this year. Again, you're going to get these cards start like their base cards at 86 overall, starting with the field pass, the most feared field pass, and then you're going to do objectives to level them up all the way to 89 overall. Chase Claypool, I do remember that he does get 1 AP outside apprentice. There was just so much information to gather, and I couldn't really remember it all, and it wasn't written down or put in any post. But Chase Claypool, I do remember getting 1 AP outside apprentice. Ezekiel Elliott, one thing about this card, I think they said he gets up to 89 speed. Again, a lot of stuff wasn't really clear and concise within the stream. But Ezekiel Elliott, there's a running back 89 overall. Here are your monster maker objectives. And also, I think they said, even if you do objectives with one player, the collectibles or the upgrade collectibles you get can go into any player. So that's something right there. Here also are your most feared field pass rewards. One thing I like to look at, the 84 plus overall player, maybe a potential reroll there. Level 30, you get a 90 overall hero fantasy pack. That one is 100% sellable. Moving on to your 90 overall heroes. I thought these were going to be 89s, 90s. Garrett Bull is probably my favorite 90 overall hero because we love our BND offensive lineman when we do the set. Mike Gesicki, 85 overall, 85 speed. Little low on the run block, but hits whatever, I'd say, route running threshold. Short route running, usually 85 for the short and elite for a tight end. Shaquille Griffin, Seahawks, Jaguars, 90 speed. I don't know exactly his height, 91 zone though. 86 man is a little bit low, especially in this man coverage meta. Roquan Smith, I thought he was going to get a team of the beat card for week 2. They guess they already had him planned for a most feared item. 87 speed. Block shedding at 75 is very low. Aiden Hutchinson, I want more speed. 83 speed when we've seen defensive ends get 85, 87, in and out, 88, and 89 overall speed. Not the best. And then Deebo Samuel, I was hoping he'd be a champion, but he is just a 90 overall hero, 89 speed. And with all the amazing receivers coming out, I wish Deebo would have gotten a little bit of a better card to contain or compare with the likes of Megatron, Brandon Marshall, and a receiver we're going to get to. Your heroes, 92 Derwin James, 91 speed, 91 zone coverage. I mean, it's just stats, right? They're good enough. 89 man coverage. You could almost probably play this man at corner. I don't have the discounted abilities off the top of my head. Derrick Henry gets a most feared card now for the second year in a row. Only 90 speed. So I don't know if you would say if Eric Dickerson is still better. I would probably prefer Eric Dickerson, but still Derrick Henry, a really good card. 60 catching is a little bit low. Julius Peppers makes his way back to Ultimate Team. 88 speed. So it's talking about with the defensive ends having super high speed. It's hard to use Aiden Hutchinson. Maybe Aiden Hutchinson better as a defensive tackle. But Julius Peppers, we're talking, well, he's got the legend team, but Bears, Packers, Panthers among those teams. And then Harold Carmichael, 6'8 wide receiver, only 90 speed. I say only, still really good, but he's not Calvin Johnson. But again, 6'8 for him. Route running, good across the board. And your LTD is going to be Stephon Gilmore. Little bit confused since he already has an 89. I mean, surely there's another corner you can choose, but his 89 was fine for me, so I'm sure his 92 is going to be really, really good. Here are your most feared sets. Now, the big thing about this promo, and we'll talk about this with the market implications, but only 390 overall heroes go into the 92 set, and then you get them back as BNDs. So maybe the sets are a little bit cheaper to complete. House rules wise, the big reward at 10,500 points, you get a 90 overall most feared hero fantasy pack. Now, off the script that we saw from the field pass, I'm going to assume it's sellable. Don't quote me on that. They did not say anything. But if that is sellable, that is going to really make the price of these sets cheaper to build. So, did TJ mention rerolls at all? No. No TVP info. No most feared rerolls, although I do think we get most feared rerolls. We get them with every big promo. You can assume most feared rerolls are going to be there alongside probably a one-time training offer like we saw with Gridiron Guardians. Now, the training variety pack, I'm getting the assumption that it's just getting removed and not being put in the game. Now, there's two big questions, and I've had to re-record this because I really don't know how to answer a lot of these questions. We didn't get info based on the market like at all. So there's two big questions. Should you buy training, and when should you buy your team? Now, I'm going to answer training first. I don't think you should buy training. I'm saying this because I think the training variety pack is going away. We saw with a 78 plus reroll in Gridiron Guardians and Ultimate Kickoff, it being a terrible return for your training. And you are buying at 22, 23 per, and if the TVP is removed, training is going to fall throughout the weekend. I just think it's a wait and see. It's a wait and see, man. Don't go out and buy train unless you are a content creator or you really want to roll in the morning. You are rolling into a blind market, truly a blind market. I mean, if the return on the most feared packs are like Ultimate Kickoff and Gridiron Guardian, you're going to lose a lot of coins if there's no TVP to kind of just safely give you guys training value in your packs. So training wise, I think it's just a wait and see. The timeline I see, I still think there's a rise tomorrow morning because there's new rerolls, probably a one-time offer. So you're probably going to see a small, like for the first hour, 2 hours, a little training bump. But then I think it slowly goes down throughout the weekend as people realize how bad the value is on a 78 plus reroll with no coin quick sells in them. I'm now getting into when to buy your team, and this is where I am as lost as you guys. I really don't know what to do because we didn't get any TVP info. Again, if TVPs are still in the game, the prices you're going to see are probably going to stay the same. If TVPs stay in, a 90 overall most feared hero is going to have to go for 250k, making the set for the 92 overall most feared champion 750k, and then those cards be super expensive, and I think the market really just stays the same. But if the TVP goes away and we see training go down, or if the most feared reroll is also good, I think you're going to see the 92 overall most feared champions a lot cheaper, more along the likes of your Ultimate Kickoff and your Campus Hero champions. Remember, those guys are going for 400 to 450 day one. I think we see more of that for most feared. And then with that, why would you want to spend 750k on a player? Let's say, for example, a Plaxico Burst. Why would you want to spend 750 on Plaxico Burst when Harold Carmichael is going for 450 to 500? That's the only thing I got out of the market today. Again, we don't know, man. If the TVP gets put in coin quick sales get removed, then you add Team of the Weeks and Legends, then those markets drop, but we don't know. I want to have more info to give you guys, but I just don't. I think the biggest thing you could take away, don't buy training, just observe tomorrow morning. Like, go into tomorrow and observe. The market's down. I mean, you see high-end players are down 10 to 20%. They're going to stay that tomorrow morning. So just sit back, kind of plan out your upgrades, and then react to what happens tomorrow morning. If you see the TVP is removed, kind of just chill. Just chill, wait for the market to adjust for training, wait for training to go down. It will hopefully make your 92 overall most feared champions go down. And then I think the players like DK Metcalf, Plaxico, and Brandon Marshall, for example, they can't go up if the most feared champions are so cheap. If you see the TVP roll get put into the game again, a refresh, and it's the same exact pack, I don't want to say panic, but you really should go look to buy the players as fast as possible because they're going to stay that price. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Today, there's the Calvin Johnson buy. AKA players aren't really affected by training at all. They're going to be expensive no matter what because their set requirement is so much. But But yeah, I know you guys probably wanted to get more info out of this video. I'm sorry, I am as lost as you guys. I've made a few upgrades, if that. I'm still more so waiting for Team Diamonds next week. But we'll have to wait and see tomorrow morning with the TVP. I might be live tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. I wish I had more info for you guys on like when to exactly buy players, but we got no information. That's all the video today. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.